What's good, YouTube? It's Jay here. I figured I'd make a video on this because this would probably be very important for a lot of Empire War loving people out there. But for those that do not know, Xerox, the original creator, or one of, I don't know if he's the original or if he is the sole original creator of Republic at War. He might just be one of, so correct me if I'm wrong. But he recently returned to the community and he has now announced that Republic at War is officially making a comeback. One of the first ever real crazy Empire War mods. I don't know when Republic at War honestly first released. That was literally over a decade ago, actually. Remember, Empire War is 16 going on 17 years old now. That was a decade ago when Republic at War released, if I'm not mistaken. So we're getting an actual update for this mod, and here's what Xerox basically had to say about it over at the Republic at War official Discord. Hello everyone, come back for Republic at War. Look out everyone and tell your friends we're putting the band back together. It was at the end of summer and I was at Busch Gardens waiting in line for a ride. While waiting, I started a conversation with a young guy also waiting in line. He, like me, was a Star Wars fan, and the topic inevitably turned into Star Wars gaming. He said his favorite Star Wars game was Empire War Forces of Corruption, and that he played a killer mod on it called Republic at War. He began to gush about how much fun he had with the mod, and that it was the greatest one he had played, etc. At some point I couldn't hold it any longer and revealed that I was the creator. His reply was like, "Oh my god, you're Xerox?" You can maybe guess his reaction, and it's something that every modder or content creator actually works for if it's not for the money. He asked why I stepped away from modding. I gave him the answer. As the conversation went on, I realized how much I missed modding and all that went with it. The Empire War community, friends I had made, and of course creating wonderful content for the Star Wars universe. You see, I was never totally absent from the community. I was regularly monitoring the Empire War mod scene, but without interacting much. Even the rest of the current team had no real contact with me. And for them, as far as I know, a lot of things changed. So why leave it all? It's a complex answer, but it deserves a complete and honest answer. The mod was in good hands with some contact from me, who I knew I could trust to honor my wishes and continue with my vision. After 7 years of constant modding, it was time for a long break. Having kids will kind of take away your focus from modding. Life was changing rapidly. When I started this mod, I was 29 years old with no kids. I am now 45 and have 3 kids. A lot has changed. What has not changed is my passion for the Star Wars universe, games, and my passion for working and creating mods. It's time to get back to work. I'm sorry for rereading the same thing over. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. There's a joke we can't read. But anyway, back to this. Now with that being said, it's time for some big news. The team is back, including myself and Wardnull. We are motivated and ready to work. We have added some amazing new team members to enhance and round out the team. All total, we have an additional 5 new members to the team. We now have 12 dedicated pros working on this project. That is the largest amount of staff we have ever had. We are not done hiring and we want more staff. We still need dedicated testers, a PR manager, social media manager, and if you have coding, art, or other talents, shoot us a message or hop on our Discord server. I'm going to be on the lookout, by the way, for beta testing this, because this is just incredible. There's a lot to read here, so if you don't want to, listen to me read this, I mean, I'll leave this up on screen, obviously, for you to read, but let's continue onward. In the past, I announced that we would keep working on the mod. However, with the release of version 1.2.5, which enabled multiplayer Galactic Conquest again, nothing much was done. There are a couple of reasons which I don't want to enumerate at all. Forgive me if I missaid that. Enumerate all, but in the end, I raised some hopes, which, to be honest, were just not realistic given the shape the team was in. I need to apologize for that, and on the other hand, I want to give a huge thanks for everyone who still hung in there and stayed with us, staff and fans. Even after such a huge hiatus, we were in the number 3 mods of Steam and still ranked in top 100 on ModDB. That's insane. So, in order to make things much better in the future, in the last few weeks, Anakin and I have been talking for hours on end, and the topic was how we want to continue. First off, yes, we want to continue. The story of Republic at War was not yet told completely, and there are tons of things we wanted to have in the mod. This, of course, includes never seen features, maps, and units, so this was sorted out quickly. But how shall we continue without making the same mistakes that we did in the past a second time? We thought of a couple of things that needed improvement in our modding philosophy and organization, and we want to tell you all about that now. There will not be any major release expansion packs anymore. The gaming community has moved away from large releases and relies mainly on smaller content DLC models. The benefits doing this are higher fan satisfaction as we are able to release updates much more frequently. It is far easier to plan the next releases based on the feedback that we receive from you. So if there are urgent things that need fixing or need to be added, we can just choose to add these things over some others and put them into the next release shortly after, or short time after. With Steam Workshops, we can ship updates much faster without requiring you to do anything but just launching the mod. Back in the days where we needed to distribute most mods with zip files, these massive features updates were necessary to avoid too many installation issues. Again, I'm sorry if I'm stuttering a little bit here and there. Smaller releases in general just fit the current times much more. Neither in software nor in game development you see massive updates get released too much. This means lots of releases with high quality content. There will be much more interaction with you regarding what will come in future releases. We have several things planned for this. This includes polls where you can vote for new stuff or prioritize one thing over the other. Also, we will share our task and bug tracker with you once it exists, where you can transparently read what's going on or what's planned for the future, but you will also be able to file your own bug reports or feature requests there. The mod will be developed for Steam only. If it works for the disc and the GOG version, fine, but if not, we will not fix these issues anymore. For the love of God, please just get the Steam version. Nobody plays on those other versions anymore, or most people don't mod for those versions anymore. The Steam version just got some exciting updates driven by the modding community, and we would be foolish not to make use of these changes and instead prefer legacy compatibility. Please keep in mind that the whole team is currently reforming and several modding skills need to be relearned, and an optimal workflow within the team needs to be found and established. Thus, you will not immediately see all the planned changes at once. The first releases, we're expecting things to take a little longer, but also get much better as time goes by. Oh, there's more. Lastly, there are two important things we want to announce with this update. We mentioned earlier needing dedicated testers. While we plan on some limited public testing to have an immediate... that was a misspell right there. While we plan on some limited public testing, we do have an immediate need for dedicated alpha and beta testers. Testers will get access to in-depth versions. If you see yourself in such a role, please also reach out to Anakin. So we know this is a lot of reading for now. We still have more news to share for this update again next week. So, or wow, I cannot read. For this, we will update again next week, so stay tuned. Best regards, Republic at War modding team. We're not going to go too much further with this video, but it is exciting that we're getting this crazy update going into 2023. 2023, in my opinion, is looking at it to be a phenomenal year for gaming, myself, kind of everybody around me, really. But this is nuts. We're getting Republic at War back. For it's been years, really, since we had a true dedicated Republic at War update. This is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to see if I can become an alpha or a beta tester for this, guys, and look forward to hopefully some more future Republic at War content. This is going to be awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.